What's up, guys? It's Jay coming at you from the woods, and we are going to go over my kit bag setup. I've had many variations of a kit bag through the years. Probably started using one 25 years ago, before they ever became a thing, before everyone was using or carrying Hill People gear or whatever the other names are out there of kit bags. But I started off, in fact, look at a couple of the pictures up there, where I was literally attaching it to my backpack shoulder straps in the front to hang off the front to keep like map, compass, radio, pocket knife, snacks, things like that in. And it really was incredibly useful while you were out on the trail. It freed up your pockets. You didn't have to have your pockets stuffed with all kinds of things. I really enjoyed using it. Well, over the last about 10 years or so was when I started having a specific carry kit bag. And I've had two different versions of it. I'm on my third one now, and the other two literally wore them out. That's how often I use them. I'm always wearing this out at camp, always wearing it out on day hikes, wear it out fishing, things like that, and I like it. I find them really useful. So I just literally, my old one I just ended up throwing away about a month and a half ago. Finally, the pockets inside just completely deteriorated. It was several years old, and it was time for a new one. So I was looking on Amazon, and I picked up this. There's no name brand to it. Couldn't even, I'll put links down below, obviously. But this, let's go ahead and, but this kit bag was like the ideal size that I was looking for. If you can see there on my body. So, you know, narrower than what my torso is. Doesn't stick out incredibly far. I like wearing it a little bit lower. I don't necessarily like wearing it way up high. I like wearing it more right in between my chest and my stomach. Kind of like wearing it in that area, because it ends up being a nice toolbox for utilizing on. So this turned out really good. So it has a field of MOLLE across the front, Velcro on it, and then it has these nice little loops. I'm kind of digging these right now. These little loops for putting stuff. So over on this side, you can see I put in there a carabiner to be able to hang work gloves off of. I like that a lot. And on the bottom, it has additional webbing on it for being able to put a knife in, or to be able to rig up bungee. So I'm really digging that as well. So you can put any kind of a field knife down there, and it really just disappears, but you have easy access to it. So I'm really digging that as well. So anyways, we'll kind of go through, we'll go from front to back on it and show you what I pack in my kit bag. So anyways, so on the front here, I put this one of these elastic. It's a knockoff of the 10-speed gear. This one's made by Emerson Gear, one of their high-speed or elastic mag pouches. These are great for putting radios in, for putting an AR magazine in, field knife, whatever you deem necessary. I like that setup. I like having that right up front. So and it's out of the way. Like doing things, it's not in the way of anything. So I like that. Pocket in the front here. This makes for a great little zippered stash pocket. So in mine, I keep a signal panel, always some sort of signaling device there, or this is also great for laying out on the ground, for organizing things, collecting kindling, tinder, stuff like that. This makes for a nice usable thing for that. Have that. It's just, guys, this is just me being weird. I keep a small American flag and a copy of the U.S. Constitution, so got that on me as well. It's just my thing. Keep a map of my area, so we have that. And then I also have a hunk of duct tape in here, so have that as well. All right, so allows me to be prepared for multiple scenarios there, but that's what I like keeping in that outside pocket. And this is kind of the way that I've always set up my kit bag. So it's for me, I'm familiar with it. I know where everything is, and I dig it. So all that's in there. Next, we have kind of our main pouch here. This is kind of your organizer pouch. So in here, I have things like, for emergency water, I have a collapsible water bottle, and I have some water tabs. So I'm able to get treatable water out in the field. So that is always a bonus to have there, guys. Keep my headlamp in there, so nice little organizer pocket in there as well. And something as we're going through this, guys, and this is I think a mistake that we all see so many people make, that just because you have space for things doesn't mean you have to fill up that space. Kind of think of it like that whole KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. Kind of, I just want to take care of my basic needs here and any extras that I deem necessary. So don't feel like you have to fill up every single slot, every single pocket. Then it all just becomes a hot mess, and you don't want to be a hot mess out in the field. Over on this side here, so I have my compass in there. You're going to notice that all these things are dummy corded in on this side. I keep a signaling mirror. And then I have, where is it? There it is, my whistle. And then I have a whistle that I keep in there. So a couple different ways for signaling, ways for keeping myself found or finding my way. So I know a lot of guys will be like, oh, but if you're in your area, you should know exactly where you are. You shouldn't need a map. You shouldn't need a compass. I would agree to disagree there, because I think it's important that you never can plan on what kind of a situation you're going to find yourself in. Maybe you guys have probably seen a few videos lately on evasion or being an evader. You may need to get out of your area. So to be able to have not just the know-how, but the tools available to you for doing that is incredibly important. So I think it's nice to have all that stuff on you. So those important things are dummy corded in there. Over in this other pouch, I have a small fire starting kit. So I have a ferro rod in there with a striker. I have some tinder, and then I have a lighter in there as well. So I have the means to start a fire. I keep a hank of, it's just a 25-foot hank of paracord. You guys all know paracord has tons and tons and tons of uses. You can use it to fix straps. You can use it to replace bootlaces. You can use it to rig up some sort of a shelter. You can use the inner strands for fishing line, whatever it may be, right? So all that is in there. Keep a small boo-boo kit. My boo-boo kit has some duct tape in there. I have ibuprofen. I have some antihistamines. I have Band-Aids. So all that good stuff, I keep in a little boo-boo kit on that. For writing the rain notebook. So important for taking notes, writing things down, whatever it may be. It's nice to be able to have the tools available to do that. I keep some chem lights in my kit. They're rigged up for buzz saws for signaling. So if nighttime and I'm trying to signal somebody for rescue, I can certainly do that. But I can also use them for marking areas. So that works out good as well. And then I keep a small pocket knife in here, a small Swiss Army knife. That's dummy corded in here as well. So I have a knife in case I don't need my big sheath knife or whatnot. All that is right on in there. And then I have a Sharpie with more duct tape wrapped around it in there as well off to the side. So once again, very, very simple, guys. Nothing fancy about this whatsoever. Just like the basic essentials that I like having just easy access to, that I don't have to dig through pockets. I don't have to take my pack off, so on and so forth. And then up front, I have my concealed carry. So this is nice because it has the trigger guard on it. So that I added that to it. So that trigger guard, you can see how it clicks right on there and then pops right off when you go to draw. So literally that just pops right off. So nice and simple. I like that. I like the fact that this can carry not just a standard size pistol, like a Glock 19 or whatnot, but it also carry a full size pistol as well, and then able to carry a spare magazine in there. It does have a full Velcro back panel to it, so if you have one of those Velcro holsters, you can attach that in there as well to use if you're not using a trigger guard. And then it has that little speed release to it, so you can just pull that right down and have easy access to everything. So that, my dudes, is my kit bag loadout. So like I said, go through old videos of mine. You'll see me wearing it around, especially in camp. I'm very comfortable with it. I like wearing it. It's great for if you're working. You can keep all that stuff easily accessible, and you have a nice clean workspace for doing it all. So anyways, guys, that's it. That's all I got for you. Keep getting out there, keep training, keep honing those outdoor skills. It is important. You never know when you're going to need them or in what situation you're going to need them in. So you guys be good, and we'll chat with you soon. Later.